What do you truly think happened to Brandon?
I think that she poisoned him early in February and that she had continued to poison him about every 2 months. I believe the detective had asked her to explain why she was in and out of his life. I think she would poison him and disappear. So that way she couldn't be involved. She wouldn't be a suspect because she wouldn't be around.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she was watching. I think everything that she would watch after it happened, but she would tell people that she was going back to Russia. So she's not from Russia. She's from Maine originally, lived in South Carolina. She does not have MS. She does have a black belt in martial arts. That's true. But she is the narcissist because she didn't just say that she had a black belt. She said that she had like a fifth degree black belt in several different martial arts. So it was exaggerated. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why at first I didn't even believe that she had a black belt. But then we find out where she went to martial arts. She corresponds with a lot of inmates from prison. She has a strange like choice of friends. Just a very
Suspicious person.
yes. I'm just at a loss of words to how to even describe her. It's very unusual.
Right. Right. So you think that she was
And
poisoning him and then
yes,
what?
I think she was poisoning him, and then Brandon had so he had been let go from his job,
Mm-hmm.
and I wonder if there was a financial motive. He had like $13,000 in the bank. So I feel like that there she would send messages that her and Brandon were going to open this bank account together, that she was going to move in with him, and that she felt like that she should be entitled to that money because they were going to get married.
She told you
And
this?
she actually said this to me.
Jesus Christ.
I have messages where she has sent messages that they were going to open, excuse me, a bank account together. And one of the strange things was that, so what happened with his money was the bank he had a loan. So they took the money out of his account and applied it to the loan.
Mm-hmm.
So um, that was like October 15th. And I may be a little off on my days, but the days were back to back. So like October 15th, the bank sends out a letter that they're taking the 13,000 or whatever amount it was exactly and applying it to this loan. The next day, she gives a call and says that she's really upset because someone took a whole bunch of money of hers. So I think she had been monitoring his bank account, that she had some kind of designs on getting a hold of his money. And
Right.
again, like I said, I found that bloody Visa card that was attached to his bank under the seat.
Right.
And I think that the spare key in February, 7 months before he died, had come up missing. And I think she was going in his apartment when he wasn't home, when he was at work. I think she was going through his documents, seeing what kind of income he had.
Wow.
Maybe they were going to make him become a missing person. I've thought that. There was a tarp in the back of his truck, and I'm like, there is absolutely no reason why Brandon would have a tarp. He lived in an apartment.
Right.
The tarp would not fit the back of his truck. It would fit a body, but not the size of his truck.
Right.
He didn't have a grill. He didn't like to go camping, and he was not an outdoorsman.
Right. So why would you have
So
tarp?
I'm like, why is that tarp back there?
Right.
It's definitely left a red flag. And I think she was poisoning him all those times. He got let go. Maybe she was concerned about the money being spent because he would need it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then something about Brandon, like I didn't think of this until much later, but Brandon was always having headhunters call him because he had a lot of specific skills that other people didn't have, like dealing with the nuclear reactor or different safety schools or
Mm-hmm.
different things that he had been through. So the text messages were kind of making it sound like he was, you know, desperate, or and I don't want to say exactly what they were so that maybe someone can be questioned
Yeah.
later on about them. But you're kind of making it sound like, I think they were trying to make him sound suicidal. But then I got to thinking about it and I thought, headhunters were always calling Brandon, even like when I took him to the airport, which was just a couple of weeks before he died, he was on the phone with a headhunter. So he wasn't in
Yeah.
that state of
No.
desperation.
No.
And I didn't think of it at the time. You can't think of everything.
Right. Of course. You don't even think of that stuff. I mean, why would you? In that state.
And then another thing was that he died on Friday, but that upcoming Tuesday, he had an appointment with an endocrinologist. And I feel like they would have been checking into things, because whatever was being done to him was affecting his blood work, his health, was wrecking his health. And I think like maybe they were concerned that if he went to that doctor's appointment, someone might find out
Right.
what was happening to him.
Mhm.
So they needed to make sure that he died that time.